Hey everyone, this is Car Seat Confessions with Andrew Geist. This is my vlog and podcast. I'm so glad to be with you, and I gotta tell you what, I am darn near perfect. I'm just gonna say it. I am darn near perfect. Hang tight. We'll talk about why I am absolutely not perfect. Alright, so my name's Andrew Geist. I am 35 years old. I live in Fresno, California. I've been married for 7 years and to a beautiful woman from Romania. Her name's Elena. And I just had my first son not too long ago. Last year, in fact, 2019, November. His name's Frederick Wallace Geist. He is just the light of my life. He makes me laugh. And he redeems me. Just views my heart, my mind, my soul every time I get to interact with him. And I just look forward to doing more and more of that with him. I'm a worship pastor, for those of you who don't know, and I love the Lord with all my heart, my soul, my mind, my strength, and he's been so good to me. I work at a church in Central California called Northwest Church. It's a beautiful church. And I'll tell you what, this season right now, it's crazy. Can't make heads or tails of what to expect week in and week out. And that just speaks to, and so the perfect segue into mainly the main theme of my story tonight, which is I'm not perfect. So I'm a musician, and all my life I've heard the phrase "practice makes perfect," and I never really understood that most of my life. And it wasn't until I got to my master's degree when I was studying piano under a teacher at Azusa Pacific University. I won't name names for anonymity's sake, but he was a great, great teacher. And he was the one who actually took that phrase and turned it on its head. He said, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect performance. And the reality is, and this is a godly man talking to me, we're not perfect, and you're not perfect. So how can you practice perfectly and get a perfect result? It's not possible. And instead, what he taught me was that in order to achieve excellence, instead of perfection, excellence, you needed to practice excellently. And that meant to address mistakes when they happen, to not wait, but at the same time to also not stop what you're doing because you made a mistake. If it's the kind of mistake that you can go back and fix, if it's the kind of mistake that doesn't ultimately ruin the whole take, as it were, or the whole goal of what you're practicing, whether it's music, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, it really does not matter whether it is music or any field. You pick your field, you name your field, and this is applicable. If the mistake is something that you can fix in the moment, great, fix it. But if you have to stop what you're doing, you're ultimately robbing yourself of good practice because you're not actually going through the whole steps that you need to. And that was something that I really struggled with. Was my practice sucked. My practice was awful. And I also thought that I had to do it perfectly every single time. And every time I'd make a mistake, I'd stop. And this teacher turned it on its head and helped me realize, no, don't stop. Play through the mistakes. And the same can be said for in sports. You don't stop playing because you made a mistake. If you made a mistake, there are consequences for that mistake because what winds up happening is somebody scores a run. So you ultimately have to work harder and get that run back or that score back if they should score, or get the ball back if they take the ball from you. And the same can be said for music and for even worship leading and interpersonal relationships. I make mistakes all the time in my interpersonal relationships. And sometimes those mistakes I can't fix in the moment, and I have to just keep going. And so one of the things that I've just taken from this teacher is this idea that I'm not perfect. Accept that you're not perfect. Accept that the people and the things that you're doing, they're not perfect either. Music is not a perfect medium. Um, Nothing is a perfect medium. There are always going to be holes that can be punched into a medium, whether by personal preference or by personal tastes or whatever. There are always things that can poke holes in the mediums that we maybe practice for ourselves. And in this case, we'll just talk about music. For me, I have to realize that I need to play through my mistakes. And I need to do the same thing with my interpersonal stuff with the people that I work with. Is that sometimes I have to push through some of those difficult conversations. I have to push through. Even though I might make some mistakes, even though I might say something not quite right, I might not use the right language in mediating maybe a difficulty between two people. Um, all of those mistakes that I make are things that I'm going to learn from and are going to be things that I work towards not doing the next time. And let's face it, in life, there will always be a next time for things. And so I would say don't fear those mistakes. Don't fear the fact that you're not perfect. Instead, pursue excellence. And excellence is learning from your mistakes and investing time in fixing the mistakes when you're able to. Again, if you're not able to fix the mistakes in the moment, push through. If you can fix those mistakes in the moment and it's not going to affect the quality of the product that you're putting out, whether it's music or anything else, then push through. Like this video, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a really not good product as far as something that's entertaining, but I'm pushing through it. I'm going to put it out there. And if it sucks, it sucks, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I am. And there are going to be a lot of people who might even comment and say, wow, this sucks, this is awful. And there might even be people who don't like me as a person, and that's okay as well. Because I have an amazing wife who loves me for who I am. I have an amazing God who loves me for who I am. I have a son who, even though he can't speak words yet, already loves me and knows he loves me, and he wants to be near me because he laughs and he smiles when I walk into the room, and he wants to be near me. So I could care less about what people on the internet think because I have all of that, and I'm so happy. But all that to say, my outfit today is from Art of Homage. If you guys are wondering, I am promoting his products on here because I love his stuff. I love minimalist artistic stuff, but I especially loved this worship hat. And then I got my Yahweh shirt. It's hard to see with the video, but these are the navy blue, like Yankee blue actually colors with the white. I really like it. Speaks to the baseball fan in me, although I'll be honest, dude, I really wish that you would make a Dodger version of this. Please make a Dodger version of this. I will buy so many of these. Same with the shirt. Please, please, please. I've already sent you you're good. I've already sent you my stuff. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to post a video like this once a week where I just get to share with you something that's on my heart from the front seat of my car. And it's a vlog / diary, if you will. And if you're looking for political stuff, if you're looking for a faith-based debate, it's just not going to happen. Sorry, it's not what I'm about. I don't know what else to say. I think I've reached the end of the video. I think I've reached the end of this audio podcast. Anyways, hopefully as I move further along in this process, I'll get some sponsors or I'll get some people who are interested in supporting what it is I'm doing here. And maybe the content will shift and change, but we'll see. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and smash that like. Really appreciate it. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you later.